The Tiger Priest, and last I left off, and I don't remember exactly where I left off, but on this Memorial Day 2018, I did get the camo on the Tiger Priest, and I used, this is called hand mud. It's actually black silly putty, or panzer putty, or masking putty. I think MIG comes out with it. I like the black stuff. It's just, you can see it a little bit better. If you never used it, it's basically just glorified silly putty, but you can manipulate it. You can make it really thin to make the camo pattern, you know, any way you want. Really super thin. You know, if you want to do like little patterns and everything, you can take bigger chunks, like I usually try to do. Like if you need to mask off the vent there, just put that on like so, spray around it, and you're good to go. But anyway, it's good stuff. You know, it is just silly putty, but it's just a different color, and I think it works out just great. This is hand mud. You can basically get it in. I got it on Amazon, but you can probably get you know, wherever you can get silly putty. You should be able to find masking putty. But anyway, I got to do one more thing to the camo. Is I got to go back in, and after I put the silly putty on, I had to go back in and paint the middle of the camo. It's a little thin in a few places. That's because my paint is already thin to the max, and I need to go in and just darken it up just a few more times, and I think I'll be good to go on that. I don't like to do real hard edge unless it's like you know, a splinter pattern. I like very subtle. I like the pattern, you know, basically fade in and out, so it's very feathered. That's the way I like to do camo. But anyway, got the camo on, and then I went in and I added the jerry cans, which is basically the good old reliable Tamiya's jerry can set, which you know, you can get these dime a dozen everywhere, and I never really had to I don't think I've ever paid full price for a set, but anyway, always great. I took 4 of them, glued them together, and I made took some styrene strip, made a bracket, and we are good to go on that. Just got to glue that on. I think I want to paint the cans first, and then glue them on, and then I can finish detail painting that after that. I'm a type of modeler. I like to build the kit and then add to it once I, you know, as I go on. It's just easier, and that way you don't accidentally, you know, paint or get some extra on the model. It just won't stay up. I can't wait to get them tacked down so they'll stay up. But anyway, we got the jerry cans on the tank. Then I went back in with, I took some Mr. MIG Dark Track, and I took some tire and rubber, which is my 2 favorite colors for rubber and tracks. And the Priest has got the rubber tracks, so I took some dark track, basically sprayed the edges to get all the cleats, and I did the tire and rubber paint on the pads itself. Now this is just the basic color, you know, and then I'm going to go in with a wash and probably a little bit of pigment powders, and just you know, give it a little more dusty appearance, and it'll make it look a little more weather, and it won't look clean, because I'm not a real big fan of clean tanks. I like a little bit of weather on, especially from the wheels, track, all the way up to right about here, and then we're good to go on that. But anyway, there is that, and hopefully I can get a little more done today. I just got to finish the camo, and then I'm going to start painting the this week, painting the you know, stowage, and then a few other things. We got to paint the tracks and the baskets there, and you know, just little things here and there. And then I got to go in, and I'm probably going to do not a solid white, but I'll probably do like a light white gray, just to make it look a little more worn on the inside on the pulpit, and we'll be good to go on it. So anyway, Tiger Priest is taking shape. Then I was at the hobby store, and you know, I like to buy tools, and they had glorified Mr. Easy Nipper toenail clippers, and these are different than regular toenail clippers. They're actually like half the blade size, and they're at a point. So I'm curious to see how they work on a cutting a part off the sprue. I probably could, they'll probably work really well and actually shoot the part extremely quick off the tree. But anyway, it was cheap, and I'm always into always in the new tools. But anyway, Mr. Easy Nippers, we'll try them out hopefully this week. But anyway, that's what I have got going today on this Memorial Day. We are getting the camo, getting the jerry cans on the Tiger Priest, doing some track painting, and hopefully we'll try to figure out if we want to do the girl or we'll do a post-apocalyptic vehicle. But anyway, that's what I've got going on today, so stay tuned for the next exciting episode.